Unironically, I think a film that I really like is Batman Robin.
Now, what do you like about it?
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Well,
Unironically?
unironically. Like, I mean, at
Is it
first...
You have
like
5
it
seconds to
ironically?
explain before we rip you to shreds.
Well, no, if you like, if you accept their face value, if you accept at face value that this film basically is going to be, faithful to Batman, and you go in expecting that, and it actually can be a really good comedy at best. And also, I think what makes it work is all the puns they give.
Isn't that liking it ironically then?
No, but there's like the fact you actually do enjoy it though for those reasons. I mean, you could laugh at it.
Okay, I guess if you look at it as a comedy, I mean, we do kind of enjoy like Arnold's performance in particular. Yeah, we do. No, honestly, every time I do this panel, that is one that pops up a lot. It is Batman Robin. And there are people that are just. I think when James Rolfe did his Batman-a-thon, whatever, and he talked about that movie, he says, "Look, this one sucks, the big one. Don't get me wrong," but he's like, to its credit, it's a comedy. It's meant to be a comedy. It's meant to be a throwback to the '60s Batman, and everything that was in the Adam West one is there, and he says that. For that is fine, but that's not what people want to see.
My only argument would be watch the Adam West film because it does it better.
Yeah.
You don't need $8 billion.
Some days you just can't find a place to throw away a bomb.
It's the shark repellent scene in this game.
But no, I definitely, I've heard that a lot, that if you take it as a comedy, it's much more enjoyable and much more funny. So no, you're definitely not alone out there. There's a lot of people that like it for that, just for how silly it is. Let's see. Let's do a young lady with the glasses there in the brownish sweater.
This?
Yes.
Alright. I actually really like the Star Wars prequels.
I always get that too.
I like the Star Wars prequels.
Okay. Good.
Oh God, I'm surrounded. Now, what do you like about them?
Unfortunately, I think it was mostly my age. I'm only 22 and they came out when I was quite young. And it's like, Star Wars character around my age? Yay!
But now that's something, that's something we hear a lot too, is that you like something because you grew up with it, you were younger, and you related to really happy times and liking stuff when you're younger. The nostalgia goggles can definitely play a big part of that.
Well, no, I've even gone back and rewatched it and I'm like, they're still pretty good.
Yeah, you still like them even then?
Yeah.
I mean, now you can still watch them and be like, no, I really can defend these movies and not just say, I like the nostalgia, but you genuinely can explain why.
If I were to actually defend them, I haven't watched them for a couple years now, but I could probably watch them all in a row and just be like, all right, this, and this is why I like these.
Okay, no, fair enough. There's definitely, that comes up a lot, is the prequels, and usually people that say I saw it when I was younger, so they didn't quite have the hype for it, and to their credit, they're a lot more colorful than the past ones, so I think children, immediately it grabs kids a lot faster. Too.
I even watched the original trilogy at that age by the time that the first one came out, or the first of the prequels, and I think that because of that Halloween after that, I consider it my first cosplay. I was Padme.
You're Padme. A lot of people were Padme after that. A lot of people, even if they didn't like the movie, it's like, but the getup is so weird. I gotta try and create it.
I was 10 and I had really long hair. So.
Oh, it's adorable. But no, I definitely heard that a lot. And honestly, to those movies' credits, I'm not a fan of them, but there are definitely really good things in them. And it's like, I have to acknowledge, they're well done. It is visually very pleasing, and I think there are elements of a good mythos in there still, especially in the Revenge of the Sith.
They're competent movies, even if they're not well acted, and they do have certain elements to them that strike people as stupid and stuff. I always say they work better as part of the whole. The fundamental flaw of the prequels is they don't stand on their own. You have to have seen the previous trilogy to get all the references and the jokes to see where everything is going. But if you look at it as the first 3 parts of a 6-part series, then they work much better.
So my problem is just the padding. I feel like you could have told those 3 movies in half the time.
Yeah, actually, that is.
I'm not sure what I needed to see so badly in clones or. You know what? You want to take this panel? Come up here. Come up here. No, come on.
It's a fight of who's more lazy. You come here.
I'm at the table.
You sit down, you shut up. Guys,
I also had a friend who would always make the joke of how Jar Jar was the reason why the Death Star was built.
Yeah, we always make that joke too, yeah. Thank you, Jar Jar. Oops, He's destroyed the galaxy,
This is going to turn the sun to prove your project.
Alright, thanks guys.
So, no, you're definitely not alone. I hear more and more people that do like those prequels, so you're not alone on that.
Okay.
Rob, why don't you pick the next one? Let's see. Oh, somebody was holding up a squid at one point. Now they stopped. Aha, you! I just got sick of looking at that thing, so. This is cute. Go ahead.
I like Ghostbusters because it's simple and it doesn't have a lot of high tech.
And nobody dislikes Ghostbusters. Who here dislikes Ghostbusters? So really? You don't like Ghostbusters? Oh, okay. Oh my god. No, I mean I'm trying to think of any person I've ever met who is not like. I think our uncle didn't like Ghostbusters. He doesn't like anything. Yeah, but like I can't. That's rarely one. I can't think of anyone that didn't like that. I heard a lot of people don't like the sequel. Wait, some people like Linkara like Ghostbusters 2 better than Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters 2 was better.
There you go, yeah. Not really when you get down to it, it's a much better movie. I think people have just gotta accept that fact. I love the scene where they eat the chicken fingers. And,
Eagle the Destroyer is a much better villain than Gozer.
what, some Yugoslavian fashion model? Give me a break. East German wrestler with the voice of Max von Sydow coming out and painting any day. Malcolm's like, Lewis, he'll always be here in spirit. Even if he's just a few doors down. Spirit, ghost, timing. Brian, what's your pick next one?
Either Tony Stark or Logan's Run, whoever has the glowing hand there.
Logan's Run.
Alright, so this game, Super Mario Brothers. I love this game.
I know where this is going.
Evidently, I should hate the movie. I don't. It's not great.
I asked you about
but I
that.
don't hate it.
I recently tried rewatching it because I bought the video on demand of Riff Tracks, and even with the jokes, it was still like, oh my god, what the hell is this? You know what I find works better though is if you consider Land of the Dead as an unofficial sequel to Super Mario Brothers. Koopa has taken over, and this dark magic has turned everyone into zombies. Mario's dead, Luigi's a bounty hunter now. It really makes Land of the Dead a much better film if you think of it as a Super Mario sequel.
Okay, well, what did you enjoy about the movie?
I don't know. It was just. I guess I saw it.
I can't name anything.
So maybe nostalgia, like the Star Wars prequels for her, but there was nothing I really hated about it. Like the Goombas were weird, but they were still stupid, and I always thought Goombas were stupid because they just want to die. So it's like, cool, they're stupid.
That movie is so inexplicable.
Yeah.
Just nonsensical. I love it. Like, I'm just like, who the hell greenlit any of this? What was the two directors had? And like 4 writers. And like 4 writers. I'm like, this, and I have similar, like, to some degree, I can also do Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat Annihilation because it's so off the wall, batshit crazy that just like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I actually enjoy watching more than Mortal Kombat.
Wow!
Because it is so bad. It's just hilarious. Like I watch it as a comedy, and I'm like, this is great. Whereas the first Mortal Kombat, again, like PG-13, the one thing I never want to see in a Mortal Kombat movie. Like to me, it's just kind of, man, that's alright. But the sequel, hilarious. So, but you like the movie as like you legitimately enjoy it just because you think it's a fun movie. So
well, then you're out of your mind. Never mind.
No, but I read it before.
I thought there were scenes that were funny, like the elevator scene where they're just dancing around. I thought that was stupid, pointless, but I laughed.
You like it because you just see it as like something just really lighthearted, really silly. You don't want to take it seriously at all. That's pretty much how you do it. Okay, no, fair enough. I can definitely understand that. Let's see. Malcolm, why'd you pick another one here?
Let's see.
If you ever need the mic back, we just
Yeah, I'll ask. Ed.
Okay.
Thor was an awesome movie.
Sam. I like Thor better than Captain America.
Yes.
I am sitting down.
I mean, at least Thor was interesting.
Now, what did you like about Thor? Guys? What'd you like about Thor?
Well, it pretty much told the best introductory Thor movie I could have thought of. I mean, yeah, the second act pretty much has him depowered and on Earth and whatever, and it's basically some sort of hokey comedy, but the comedy is funny, and also, how else are you going to get him on Earth and actually have him face problems when he's friggin' Thor and has all these god powers?
I sort of have a similar thought. I like that movie. I don't love it, but again, I'm telling myself, like, this is a hard comic to adapt. I mean, because like you say, it's a friggin' god, and it's hard to take any of that seriously. I thought for what they had to do, I mean, I wasn't a fan of stuff on Earth, but it's like I liked him, and I thought for as grand and big they could make it in the first half, at least, I enjoyed it.
Also, the movie just looks beautiful.
It does. I love.
Oh, it's a gorgeous movie,
Yeah.
and I like it best when it's doing that. My issue with Thor is like the second he lands there and it's him palling around with Natalie Portman and Kat Dennings, I'm like, done. Fast forward, get
I
back.
actually like those characters. I mean,
What I thought worked best in Thor was the family dynamics. You really felt like Odin, Thor, and Loki were a family, and they were brothers.
Yes.
And this
Yeah,
is
I
their
agree.
father, and they were having such hard times relating to him and relating to each other.
Yeah, I completely agree. That part of the movie I loved. And then there's this other half where they're running around the desert. I'm like, what the hell is this?
But yeah, so there's definitely stuff. I kind of agree. I think that movie gets more of a hard time than it deserves.
I mean, yeah, because the first act has plenty of good action and good character development, and then the second act is more just calm, slowing down, and then at the end of the second act, they fight the Destroyer, which is good, and then at the third act, then the action picks back up again, and ultimately, it's a satisfying action movie to me. It's not the best Marvel Phase 1 movie, but it's up there in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I hear. Like I said, I enjoy it. I actually do like it.
I don't think Thor's a terrible movie. I don't
I
want to
can
say
see-
it's a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of hyperbole,
Yeah, that's-
but it is kind of meh.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, I enjoy it, I genuinely enjoy it, but I can see why other people might not.
Yeah,
I
no, that
get
totally
it.
makes sense. I got you. So
All right.
awesome. Well, thanks so much, man.
No problem.
I think I got next one here. Let's do the young lady with the purple and black striped shirt.
Oh, thank you. Sorry for standing up. It's just I'm a short person to handle a bunch of tall people.
How dare you?
Okay. I'm not speaking on behalf of myself strictly, but on behalf of my family, and regarding two movies. One, Twister. I know it's a stupid popcorn movie, but we love it.
That movie's awesome. I love that movie.
Always play it whenever there's a storm going on. And
Mom, I gotta go. We got cows.
It stays a little longer. Because I've actually been on that. That's pretty good fun.
Oh, cool.
Okay. And second, my dad is probably the only human being I know of who's a big fan of the Robin Williams Popeye movie.
Hey, I like that.
Actually, Doug loves that movie.
I don't love it, but I actually do like
Nah,
that.
you built an altar to it in your room.
I'm in Stockholm and thinking it's not that bad.
Stockholm, I like that. No, with Twister, I can't get into it, but I understand what other people can. Rob really likes it for how
I love it
silly
so
and
much that
stupid
whenever
it
there's a
is.
storm coming in and Doug and I are together, I will like turn to him and be like, "It's coming! It's heading straight for us!"
And I always go, it's already here. It's already here. Yeah, like, well, let's go quote it.
No, I mean, here's the thing. It's a bad movie, but it is like the quintessential guilty pleasure because it's just so silly.
And with the Popeye one, I did see that as a kid, so I do have the nostalgia goggles on that one. But at the same time, it's one of those where it's like, A, what did anyone expect? B, there is something for how laid back it is that I just kind of, I don't know, it seems like if you just kind of got nothing to do and it's like, just gonna take a nap or something, put on Popeye or something. It's like, it's a very laid back movie. I know it's not like, hey, you want to fall asleep, put on this movie, but it's like a relaxing movie to me. So, but I know I'm kind of like, there's not many that think that either. So, but yeah, I'm definitely a fan of that too. Let's see, who's it? Rob, who are you picking?
Let's see.
Do someone over there. We ain't got anyone over there for a while.
The two holding hands.
But you both have to say it at the same time.
Yeah.
What an erotic display of girl-on-girl handling.
So, as much as I love the Miyazaki movies, they're near and dear to my heart. The Wind Rises was a horrible movie.
Really? You didn't like
Wow. Why?
I'm regretting picking you two now.
It was an autobiography, not a traditional fantasy like he normally does.
But what did you like about it?
Well, the things that
with his machines. It was very standoffish and almost too non-judgmental for me. And I felt that was a disservice to what this person had done within the war. I also did not like how that the female character was treated, because Miyazaki has such great female characters. And for his last major film, this female character, I was just like, no, why are you so bland and willful and boring?
I did like the creepy German guy though.
Oh God! Yeah,
the creepy German guy.
Three things.
It was in World War
My
II.
dirty little secret is it's not my favorite Miyazaki film either. It's like probably lower on the tier of I didn't hate it. It's all right. Regarding the female character, if there's one person on the planet who gets a pass on having a strong female character for once, it's Miyazaki. I mean, almost all of his films have it. So I'm like, listen, he doesn't want to do one where he wants to focus on someone else, and fair enough. The commentary thing, I see that all the time. The only thing I'll say about that is, this is a guy that, if you know his work, you know he's a pacifist. Almost every film he's done has pacifistic leanings towards it. And I felt that the commentary was there when you see in the dreams the plane shattered on the ground, and the fact that, to me, the commentary is almost inbuilt. Like, this guy just so wanted to make pretty things that he just did not see what was going on around him. And the dreams, which become nightmares within that, reflect that. So it really didn't bother me. Then again, I'm not Korean, I'm not Chinese, I haven't suffered personally at the hands of Japanese aggression, so, people over there in East Asia, may have a different view and be like, oh, well, that's nice. It's, somebody brought up a commentary that it'd be like making a film about somebody who made, like, U-boats and just glossing over all of it, and I'm like, I get that, but it didn't bother me personally, so, I know he's a pacifist.
I think, too, with the female character you were talking about, because I felt a little bit of the same thing in the only thing, well, especially the romance, which seemed very Disney-ish. So sort of like Little Mermaid, Cinderella-ish, like these two kind of just met, didn't they? Well, they know about each other. And again, not knowing the culture, I couldn't comment that much, or the time period.
Here's the dirty
I wasn't
secret
sure
about Miyazaki. He doesn't really know how to do romance. Like, if you watch most of his films, romance has never been this thing. It's always puppy love. It's like two kids, and, it's cute, and it's darling, and this and that, but, you'd have to go to other Japanese directors who are like, I want a really solid anime romance, or other directors within Studio Ghibli. So, I mean...
But I definitely, I've heard those complaints before, too. And I think it does make sense, especially being an autobiography. I can see how someone can be like, dude, why are you making this more like a fairy tale at times, So, no, I think it totally makes sense. Since Malcolm's not here, I'll do the next one. Let's do 3D glasses.
I guess you offer some.
God damn it! I thought you did the last one. Right.
This is Orlando from last year all over again.
Sorry, Rob was talking so much, I thought you'd pick.
Blame me.
I'll have you pick the next one to this guy, so.
Okay. I like the cable guy.
Oh, I like Cable Guy.
I like Cable Guy too.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of people, like, when the movie came out, people hated it, and it was like, man, this is way too dark and way too mean and stuff. Yeah, here's the thing, too. If there's someone who doesn't like Cable Guy, it's usually because they haven't known somebody like that guy, and I have.
A lot of people have known somebody like that guy, and they can empathize with it.
Yeah, and there's always something about the person that's a little too clingy, just won't leave, and that's fun to sort of fantasize. What if they just kept going? And going and going. Everything you sort of thought about them, like, was kind of true.
The social satire about the trial, the Menendez OJ style trial that was going on at the time with Ben Stiller was just hilarious.
Yeah, so is that kind of similar? Is that what you like about it? Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I think the movie gets a little bit too much of a bum rap, but I enjoy it. It's getting a fan base more and more. So, no, I definitely hear it.